シートご利用ですか？
大丈夫です。
はい、ではこちらお芋です。少々お待ちください。
Morning. Meeting a friend for lunch today, and I'm gonna gym again. Hopefully, I can enter. Got my shoes, my clothes are in my bag. So go.
Welcome to Japan. This is for you and Yvette.
Oh, thank you. Luggage is loading.
我自己的 like my own nails, my own hair, his own nail, his own hair, like none on person.
Wow, your food looks good. Huh?
Looks good, right?
Yeah, smile for the vlog. So funny. He's so happy. That's been quite healthy. There's much
You want
veg.
a healthy food, right?
Yeah, good. Last week I feel like I eat a lot. But so I just spent about an hour and a half at the gym. Couldn't take any footage here because you're not allowed to use your camera while you're in the gym. But it was pretty nice, pretty clean, pretty easy to use. They do have a system for reserving certain machines. So you kind of like write your name there and then you have to write the timing. Then you're only allowed for like 20 minutes or something, which I thought was quite an interesting system because that prevents people from machine hogging. So I wish they would implement that in Singapore. There are a lot of other places inside, like there's a pool in there, there's like a dance floor, training floor, studio floor. Then there's a lot of people actually doing classes and all. At this timing around 3 p.m, 2 p.m, a lot more older people. Probably will come back here one more day. This gives me a bit more confidence in going to another gym. I actually didn't really have to buy the shoes because you could actually technically rent the shoes for 400 yen. I just need to go to the gym 5 times and I will kind of like break even, so I guess it doesn't matter. Today we are going to do some Final Fantasy shopping. I don't know. Meeting one of my friends. We're going to go to Adnia finally to sit down and eat their desserts. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, let's take a look and see what we can get. How are you doing? I might so I brought living on that, but living on that. But at this point, it's like whatever there is, I might pick up first. I don't play 9 though.
You finished already or not?
Finish already.
Oh, finish ah?
Finish already. About time.
About
That's the music collection. Oh, I got the Octopath,
oh, Octopath. Not bad.
which I never play.
Just one song.
The album more. Oh my god, I got it! Someone is the one, someone in the post, I got the, yeah, this is the cuter post. I think. This is I came here like 3 times a week, but I haven't sat down, planned for, yeah, sorry. Oh, reservation.
Just for TTS.
Oh, we don't have ticket. Yeah. So later 3 p.m. Okay. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow, 1 hour. There's a mogul here. There's a Chinra here. Chinra is here. Hey, this is Yuffie's buster sword.
What's this? Is that Aries ribbon?
Maybe flower. Who knows?
초콜릿 카푸치노でございます。
Oh my god, mine is Google.
Where's Cactua?
Yeah.
I want Cactua here.
I want Google. I don't want to drink what you're drinking.
So it's like he supposedly saved her, but then in the end there's two visions of her being stabbed or something, right? So it was a bit confusing in that sense. I think we saved and we didn't save her. That was the conclusion. I went to read up a bit. Basically it also means that like multi-justice.
Like hot, cold. You can buy a metal plate. There is more books. Oh, Dawn Trail. I think I haven't reached here yet. I finished this. I finished the Heavens. What's that? Heaven's Watch. Stormblood. I think I'm at Stormblood.
One step forward 迷っても keep going 夜空の星たちが道しるべ showing 夢の地図を描いて心が glowing Alone doesn't mean lonely I'm still growing 私の best day No need to rush you see 一人の夜が私を free I'm alone but I'm alright 明日もまた歩こう小さなクラチャ集めて未来へ向かう I'm alone but I'm alright 夜明け前の空
Anything else? Reach. Oh shit. Bought a box of miso, which I haven't even opened. 9:40 now. Checkout is in 20 minutes. I want to go down a bit earlier because helping some friends to book the sumo wrestling matches. It'll be after our snowboarding trip. So I have to go down. I'll try to go down before 10 so that I can sit down and do the booking. But this one way has been quite interesting because it's been quite long since I traveled by myself. But then again, this is not really like, I'm not really like traveling because I know that I'm here for 2 months and I can't live every day like I'm holidaying, because you know, when I holiday, sometimes like every night I like to drink. I shouldn't be drinking every day for 2 months. Yeah, and eating wise, I didn't really like to go out and eat alone. I think it's the hassle of just like sitting there by myself and just like eating. Although sometimes I have to say that I'm a bit bored with supermarket food because usually they're cold. But there are sometimes I bought the food, I was hoping to microwave it and I couldn't because the box is made of styrofoam. I'm looking forward to Yvette coming over. She's coming over today. So I'm gonna head over to the next Airbnb that we're staying. There's also moments where I guess like being alone while looking at people going past, doing their things. For some reason, it kind of made me a bit anxious about not getting a job. Because like everybody's like doing things. And me walking along by myself, going to the gym, looking at all the salarymen, they're just like, ah fuck, I'm not earning money. You know, it's like a reminder for some reason. But I have to say I felt a bit better because I went on LinkedIn and started applying a few jobs. Trying my best to not let this dictate how I feel during this trip, because if the whole 2 months are gonna be like that, it's gonna be very miserable. I mean, I guess I would naturally shake out of it eventually. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.